Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. Well, out in Ames, I promise you this, they're partying like it's 1990, which was the last time Iowa State beat Oklahoma before yesterday. By the way, both of those games, the one in 1990 and the one this one, in Norman. This time around, though, it was a 38-31 final for the Cyclones. Tell you how it happened next. Only right here, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. As I said, out in Ames, they're probably partying like it's 1990, which was the last time that Iowa State beat Oklahoma. And by the way, that time also was on Owen Field. So how did that happen this time on Owen Field with a 38-31 victory for the Cyclones? Well, this is how it happened. And we'll start with the statistical backgrounds. For Iowa State, the passing game started with Kyle Kempt. Number 17, Kyle Kempt. Passed for 343 yards, 3 touches, didn't have a pick. His longest pass of the night was 57 yards. While our Heisman candidate, Baker Mayfield, had a pretty good night on his own behalf, 306 to go with 2 touches. He also did not have an interception, but his longest pass was only 29 yards. Running the ball went to a lot of it, of why we lost this game, and bad tackling. But offensively, for rushing for Iowa State, don't take anything away from number 32, David Montgomery, who only had 17 carries for only 61 yards and a touchdown. 11 yards was his longest catch of the night, or longest run of the night. The quarterback, the third string quarterback and linebacker, Joel Lanning, made a return to the quarterback slot, number 7. He had 9 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown. His longest run, however, was only for 9 yards. For Oklahoma, Trey Sermon, the preacher, preached for 18 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. His longest run was 11 yards. And the other leading returning rusher tonight, Baker Mayfield, the quarterback, 11 attempts, 68 yards and 1 touch. 15 was his longest run. The passing game was just pretty good for Iowa State, passing for 343 yards for Kempt. A lot of them, though, were on screens. And a lot of those went to David Montgomery. 7 catches, 89 yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but he motorboated for 46 yards on one play. That was the longest reception that he had. The other man that we're talking about for Iowa State was number 19, Trevor Ryan. 4 catches, 99 yards, a touchdown. A 57-yarder was his longest reception of the night. For Oklahoma, Demetri Flowers, the big guy, had 7 catches, 95 yards, 0 touchdowns. 24 was his longest reception of the night. Trey Sermon also did very well in the backfield from the receiving stats. 4 catches, 54 yards. He did have a touchdown on the opening drive. His longest, however, was also only 24 yards as far as receiving is concerned. Well, 343 yards passing, and 306 yards passing for Oklahoma for Kyle Kemp and Baker Mayfield, respectively. That doesn't say a lot for the defense, but you have to play some defense, right? Well, they both did. Iowa State at least did. Number 3, Reggie Wilkerson, 13 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and 0 picks. And for Oklahoma, the leading tackler this time around was Will Johnson, made his return. 8 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and 0 INTs. For the kicking game, that's what really helped keep Iowa State in this ball game, because number 17, Garrett Owens, 3 for 3. He had a 25-yarder, a 32-yarder, and a long of 42 yards. Oklahoma's number 43, Austin Seibert, also did the kicking for Oklahoma. He split them, 1 and 1 for 50%. He made one long of 25 yards. However, he missed a 44-yarder. Punting the ball for Oklahoma for both teams, Colin Downing, 2 punts for Iowa State for Downing, 48 in average, 50 along, 0 touched the end zone, and 0 landed inside the 20-yard line. While Oklahoma's Austin Seibert handles both, he had 1 attempt punt, 39 yards. His longest was 39, 0 landed inside the 20, and 0 touchbacks. 38-31 was the final, but it didn't start that way. In fact, for Oklahoma, they started hot in the first quarter, because Baker Mayfield finds Trey Sermon 23 yards out, for a touchdown, 7-0 Sooners, 12:35 left on the opening drive. After an Iowa State punt, another 23-yard pass to C.D. Lamb, 14-0 Oklahoma, 5:49 left, and it looks like Oklahoma's heading to Dallas undefeated. But then Garrett Owens says, "Don't quite go there yet, big boys, because I'm going to make a field goal and try to make this a ball game." And it's good from 25 yards out with a $1:20 left in the first quarter. The Sooners lead, but it's 14-3. Second half, Austin Seibert has an answer for the 25-yarder with a 25-yarder of his own. Austin Seibert's 25-yarder put the Sooners up 17-3 with 11:53 left in the second quarter. Sooners lead. But Iowa State just won't go away and won't let Oklahoma look forward to Texas and take a drive, and they pay it off. Number 32, David Montgomery, helps it pay off. 2-yard touchdown run. 17-10. Sooners still in the lead, but with 6:12 left, Iowa State won't go away. But Oklahoma this time, they'll have an answer. Baker Mayfield, 13-yard quarterback option keeper. Touchdown Oklahoma, 24-10 Sooners, 2:53 left. Oklahoma leads in the second quarter. But again, Garrett Owens decides that he's going to keep it close and kick a field goal. 32-yarder up and good through the uprights. It's 24-13 with 4 seconds left till half. Third quarter. Garrett Owens. Back-to-back field goals. This one from 42 yards out on this drive. With 9:45 left. Sooners lead 24-16. Kyle Kemp then throws a 25-yard touchdown pass to Marchie Murdoch for a touchdown. 22-24 Oklahoma with 2:07 left. And they decide to go for 2. And a guy that is really, he didn't really do a lot offensively. Alan Lazard did finally get on the board with a 2-point conversion up and good. We are tied at 24. And then that's your third quarter, baby. And we start over 0-0. Fourth quarter action. Game time, baby. Kyle Kemp, 57-yard touchdown pass to Trevor Reese. 31-24. Cyclones take the lead. 12:46 left. Their first lead of the game. But Oklahoma, they finally go on a sustainable drive in the second half, and it pays off. Dimitri Flowers, 1-yard touchdown run with 7:18 left. We are all tied up at 31-31. But as we all know, it is the first time Iowa State has beaten Oklahoma since 1990. So it came down to this. Kyle Kemp, 25-yard touchdown pass to, guess who? Number 5, Alan Lazard. So he didn't do a lot, but he got a huge 2-point conversion and a huge 25-yard touchdown reception. 38-31 Oklahoma now trails. Cyclones lead. 2:19 left. Oklahoma doesn't get the touchdown. They need to tie the ball game. Riley's right call of the game was probably the 13-yard quarterback option by Baker Mayfield. He had a chance to run or pass, and he ran for it for a touchdown. This was really hard to find. Stoopsy's stop of the night. This was so hard to find that I think you have to give it. You have to go with the sack that they had on Kyle Kemp for a 7-yard loss to the 25-yard line in the third quarter to force a punt. That's how big it was for the Sooners. Well, you can't lick your wounds now. Now you got to get ready for Texas. In Dallas, baby. Their state fair will be bumping. Or crunk, as the youngsters say, because they have a 2:30 kickoff. All right, guys. We'll get more into that one coming up in just a few videos. So don't go away. But for this video, my name's Harry James Taylor. Thanks for watching. You can find me at Harry James Taylor on Facebook. You can also watch this on YouTube at BoomerSooner1982 on YouTube, or tweet me at HypeManHarry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. And for one final time, Iowa State finally wins in Norman. And they're partying like it's 1990 in Ames because of a 38-31 victory over the Sooners. All right, guys. Have a good week, and Boomer Sooner.